Now let's start by getting you consistently profitable with your trading. What is consistent profitability? Well, my definition of consistent profitability is the consistent execution of one's proven processes, irrespective of external factors in previous trades. If you can consistently stick to your trading plan, your mechanical trading plan, which I'm going to show you how to develop, and you know your mechanical trading plan truly has an edge, which I'm going to show you in this video as well, then your ability to stick to that, irrespective of what's happening in your life, in your relationships, in your health, in terms of your previous trades, if it was a win or a loss and you're in fear and greed, if irrespective of those factors, you can consistently stick to your trading plan, then you have consistent profitability. I'm going to show you how you can develop consistent proven processes as well as not be affected by external factors in previous trades in this video so that you can have consistent profitability. Now, some of you may be surprised what consistent profitable trading looks like. I worked with a trader not long ago who was very, very successful. They made a lot of money at the end of their trading year. Their P&L was significant. And when we broke down what their actual P&L looked like month to month, it was very surprising. They made most of their profit for the year in 1 month. They had an exceptional month in February, and that was what made them most of their profit for the year. And then the preceding months after that had break-even months, they had small losing months, they had small winning months, but most of their profit for that year was made in 1 month. So profitable trading comes in all different shapes and sizes. But my point with this first slide here is that to expect every single one of your trades, or to expect every single one of your trading days, or every single one of your trading weeks, or every single one of your trading months to be profitable is unrealistic. Trading profitability at the end of the year looks and comes in all different shapes and sizes. And what's crucial is to broaden your perspective, not to get zoomed into each individual trade or each individual trading day or each individual trading week or month or quarter, but to broaden your perspective, to have a broader, longer term perspective at the end of the year, because you may not make profit for the first 9 months of your trading year. And then on trading month number 10 in week 2 on trade, on Tuesday on trade 3, you make all your profit for the year, for example. Okay, so profitability in trading comes in all different shapes and sizes. Do not get too zoomed in because your sample space may look like this. You may have a trading win and then loss, 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 and then eventually another win. Now, ideally, your risk to reward is greater than 1-to-1, or your strike rate is very significant if it isn't. And this current win, it's foolish to get elated over it because this current win is just making up for past losses and compensating for future losses. And this win here, it's foolish to get elated over it because it's just making up for previous losses and compensating for future losses. And this loss here, it's foolish to get depressed over it because it's just making up and averaging out previous wins and future wins to give you your yearly average. And really what's happening is you've got your yearly average, and then you're going to go above that yearly average, below that yearly average, above, below, but you're going to get that yearly average at the end of the year. So to get elated when you're in the win and to get depressed when you're in the loss is foolish, because these are just oscillations around the mean. The mean is what you're going to get. It's your true return. So to get elated over wins and depressed over losses on the individual short-term thinking is foolish. And in your week, you may have a losing day, and then a winning day, and then a losing day, and the same principle applies. To get elated over winning days and depressed over losing days is too short-term thinking. You need to broaden your perspective. And then even to get elated over a winning month or get depressed over a losing month is too short-term thinking. You have to put it into perspective and realize that these winning and losing months are just oscillations around your mean of your true yearly return. What's crucial is to figure out what your edge is at the end of the year based on backtested data and focus relentlessly on sticking to that edge irrespective of a win or a loss or a winning day or a losing day or a winning month or a losing month, and just to relentlessly stick to your trading edge, because at the end of the year, you'll approximate your edge, which will be profitable. So the first thing I do with traders, if I work one-on-one or I get them in my mentorship 2.0 program, is I get them to visualize their edge so they have realistic expectations of how their edge is going to play out day to day and what it's actually going to look like. And the way you can do this is by backtesting your edge over a large enough sample space of data, and you'll have a set of data. And I get my traders to do at least 100 trades. This is just an example of 10. But then at the end of the 100 trades, you're going to have a certain strike rate. Let's say, for example, your strike rate is 60%, and an average risk to reward. Let's say, for example, it's 2-1. What that means is out of 10 trades, you're going to win 6 of them, and you're going to lose 4 of them. And you really have to get present with that. Over 100 trades, you're going to win 60 of them, you're going to lose 40 of them. So if you take one trade a day, that means in a week, you're going to lose some of those trades, and you're going to have certain losing days. But to get depressed over those or feel like you're in a state of anxiety or in the back foot is foolish, because that's just your edge playing out. It's just oscillating around the mean. You're just too zoomed in. And then you have to recognize that each win is going to be 2 times greater than a loss. So I get traders to get their data based on backtested data, and I get them to visualize it, put it into a table, and see that you're going to have losses, you're going to have wins, losses, wins. But irrespective of the oscillations of losses and wins, you're going to have your true end of year return, which is going to be profitable. Okay? You're going to go down and up around a mean in terms of your results, but that doesn't mean that you have to get elated when it goes above and depressed when it goes below. That's your choice, whether you buy into that. And to get elated over, this win is foolish, because it's just making up for previous losses. And to get depressed over this loss is foolish, because it's just making up for previous wins and compensating for future wins. So the whole point is you want to visualize your edge so you can broaden your perspective and have a broader perspective, so you don't go on the boom and bust cycle as you win and lose individual trades or individual weeks or individual months. Then I take them through the 5 steps to consistent profitability. Are you certain you have a profitable edge? Have you backtested it? Have you put it into a mechanical trading plan so it's replicable? And have you run testing on that to ensure that you have at least a 51% strike rate at a 1-to-1 risk to reward? If you don't, your trading strategy isn't profitable. Have you tested that yourself to prove that it's profitable? You're just taking someone else's word for it. Make sure you truly have a profitable edge. Then disseminate that profitable edge into a mechanical trading plan. You need to get clear on your entries, your exits, and your risk management. Then you want to, after you're certain you have a profitable edge in a mechanical trading plan, you want to implement a pre and post mindset routine to ensure you can stick to it. Because once you have a profitable edge, then it's your mindset that's going to introduce fear and greed into your trading and take you away from sticking to your trading plan. This is why I've developed my free Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset Tool 2.0 to help traders now stick to their mechanical trading plan. So if you don't already have that, it's the first link in the description, first link in the first comment. Make sure you download it, watch the theory, watch the video walkthroughs, and implement the tool before every single trade. Okay? Very crucial. I also have my free trading plan template, mechanical template, in that Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset tool. So you can download that and use it in there to ensure you have a mechanical trading plan. But once you have an edge in a mechanical trading plan and you have a proper pre and post mindset to ensure you're sticking to it, then you need to structure your life for consistency. You need to structure everything in your life, your work, your relationships, your health and fitness, to ensure that you have time for everything and time to trade. And to ensure that you don't have distractions in the other areas of life that impact your trading, but you've structured it holistically and it all works together to ensure you can do all those things. And then once you've implemented the 4 steps to consistent profitability, you then want to focus on leverage. You want to utilize prop firms, then personal accounts, then private investment to take on ever greater degrees of leverage in your trading so you can make more and more money. Your process, step 1 to 4, won't change. That will stay the same. But the more and more funding you take, the more and more leveraged return and money you will make as a result. The process doesn't change, only the outcome. That's why mastering these first 4 steps is so crucial, because it's your foundation to build more and more leverage on to make more and more money as a trader. And this is where making money feels illegal, even though it isn't, is because what happens is you do the same amount of work, which isn't that much work, it's just a repeatable task, and you're putting more and more leverage behind it, and you're making an exponential amount more money. And I've worked with traders who've scaled from 6 to 7 within 3 months, 6 to 7 figures worth of capital within 3 months. And what they were making $10,000 a month on 6 figures of funding, doing a certain process, they're now all of a sudden making $100,000 a month doing that exact same thing, because they've just multiplied the amount of capital they're trading. And they usually message me saying, Pat, this doesn't feel right. And We then address the deeper root causes and the insecurities that make them feel the belief system that makes them feel like making this amount of money isn't right. And we go in there and I help them address that. So you'll get new mindset challenges that you need to work through and address and make sure that there aren't any incongruent or competing beliefs that make you feel like you're not worthy of having that and lead to sabotage, which we're going to talk about later in this video. But the more and more leverage you have, the greater greeds when you're trading, because now instead of potentially making $3,000 in a trade, you're potentially making $30,000 in a trade. And when you have that, you now have a greater fear of missing out on that, greater fear of losing that. So the more you scale up, the more important the mindset tools, the bulletproof your mindset tool here becomes, because you have greater greeds and as a result, greater fears that you can manage using that tool. Now let's break this down even further. What goes into a profitable trading strategy? You have a specific entry, you've got specific exit, and you've got risk management. You need to make sure your trading strategy is mechanical, it's replicable, because if it's not those two things, you can't test it. And most importantly, you need to make sure your strategy is profitable. That means you have at least a 51% win rate on a 1-to-1 risk to reward. That is an edge. You need to know specifically where you're getting into the market and how. You may have a certain area of value on the daily and a certain daily direction that's printed on the daily. And then you may go down to the 1-hour chart to pinpoint your entry criteria, which is 1, 2, 3 criteria or indicators that have to line up. That gives your entry point. And then you may have a certain target. Maybe you target the lows or the highs, or you may trail, you stop above lows and highs. That's your specific exit. And then risk to reward, which we're going to cover soon, you need to make sure you have strict risk rules, never risking more than 1% of capital. And you have a drawdown protocol, and you have a daily loss limit, and you have a weekly loss limit, and you have all these risk management rules in place to protect your golden goose, which is your capital. I'm also going to show you how you can ensure you never lose another funded account using my drawdown protocol. Now, the journey I see most successful traders go on doesn't mean it's going to be the one you go on, but most traders that I see, they learn far and wide. They learn multiple different strategies from multiple different educators, and it goes into the top of the funnel. And then they have this Notion document they call the trading playbook, which isn't profitable. It isn't profitable. And everything they learn from all these different educators, from YouTube videos, from their own testing, they put into the top of the funnel, and they organize in their entry playbook. These are different entry styles, these are different management styles, these are different risk management styles. And each of these things aren't profitable necessarily, but it's a place they document all their ideas. And then what they tend to do is they tend to take the things that are best from each of those and that work well together, and they put it into a trading plan. This is what I just covered before. Has a strict and clear entry, has strict and clear exits with proper management, and has strict and clear risk management. And it has to ensure that that trading plan is profitable. That trading plan has to be profitable. Now, you may have multiple trading plans, but each of them have to be profitable. And then from that trading plan, you want to disseminate it down into a specific trading checklist. This checklist guides you in the heat of the market, so you know exactly 1, 2, 3 in order, what the specific things you're doing to guide you in the correct decision making. So you're making process-based decisions, not decisions based on emotion.